is my moment, watch me shine. I'm unstoppable, feel it in my soul. Good vibes only, I'm in control. Turn the music up, let the rhythm roll. I move my body, I'm alive, I glow. Unstoppable, dancing through the fire. Every step higher, taking me higher. Smile so big, can't hold it in. Good vibes, good life, let's begin. Every scar made me wiser. Every tear lit the fire. I don't fear what's ahead.
And we are live, everybody. This is Arnab. I am the face behind this business page, personal page, and YouTube page. I'm streaming my Go Live in 3 different platforms, and I'm so grateful to be here, guys. Happy amazing Monday, right? Happy amazing Monday. And I was really thinking about what's gonna be my day look like tomorrow, because I'm done with my trainings and now I am on my rotations, and I'll be traveling almost an hour 30 minutes tomorrow, and I have a morning routine, so I'm trying to figure it out. Okay, I'll wake up this time, probably I prepare myself, right? Prepare myself, lead my morning routine. After the morning routine, I go to work. So that's basically what I'll be doing tomorrow. Right. So anyway, hello. I'm sorry. I love you. Please forgive me. Thank you. That's my favorite Ho'oponopono mantra that I have been practicing for many years now. It's been every time I feel anxious, every time I feel nervous, every time I think about negative thought, because of the programming that we had, right? And the only thing that I need to do is to do my Ho'oponopono. And it's been very, very helpful for me. I can just change the level of awareness that I have. I noticed that. I'm like, oh, wait, why I'm thinking that? And then I change that immediately and do my Ho'oponopono. Let's have some tea, guys. So again, tonight is all about this book, The Magic Book by Rhonda Byrne. Okay, just gonna put it in there. And so I'll be talking about the Magic Book by Rhonda Byrne. And tonight's topic is all about magically transform mistakes into blessing by turning your wounds into wisdom. That's basically is. So today I really want to talk about something, something that every single person has experienced at some point in their life. Yes, it's upstairs by mommy's side table. Open that, put that one in the back, so I'll not forget. Yeah, my little girl is having some sore throat, so she needs some Vicks. Yeah, so basically today I really want to talk about something that every single person has experienced at some point in their life. Yet very people have been taught how to heal, how to release, or how to truly move beyond, and that is the emotional way we carry every single day when we believe we have made a mistake. And that's the reason why I shared about the Ho'oponopono, because that is one thing that really disrupt those limiting beliefs that are trying to sneak in my subconscious mind, right? And because again, if you are 45 years old like me, right? If you're 45 years old like me, 45 years of programming, and I was so unconscious all the things that I am doing. I am being upset for anything for no reason, because I am so reactive what is happening in the outside world. But because now I've changed the way I think, the level of awareness that I have, I'm mastering my own thinking. I become more and more aware of what things that are no longer serving me. And I choose to respond and not to react. And one thing that really helps me big time is by the Ho'oponopono. like by saying like I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. And then why is that? Is because you are putting your attention into I shouldn't be sorry of something, it's those are just the limiting belief that is really making me feel this way, or the belief that I have that making me this way, knowing that I have the ability to choose what the right feelings or emotions that I want to embrace in my life. Because if I am emotionally if I am emotionally involve it into something that is negative, I have the ability to change that, right? And that is one of our superpower, a reasoning power. That is one of our mental faculties, that you have the ability to choose what is right and what is uh, wrong, right? If it's wrong intentions or if it's wrong feelings, then what you're gonna do? You will just go do the opposite one, right? And then the only way for me to do that is healing myself by being so sorry about myself, because again, you're consciously aware what is happening, but you are letting that belief is in control of you, right? And then saying sorry, I shouldn't be thinking about this, it's just a belief that is doing that for me, and you shouldn't be allowing that to control you, right? So again, it's uh, because whether we admit it or not, or whether we admit it openly or quietly carry it in our hearts, right? Many of us replay moments from our past where we wish we had chosen differently, or when we wish we spoken differently, or entrusted ourselves more and known what we know and known what we know now, right? So as we step into this day 26, magically transform um, mistakes into blessings, I really want you to know that this practice is not about denying what happened. It's all about minimizing your feelings or pretending mistakes do not matter. This practice really is about liberating your energy, or softening your heart and allowing yourself to move forward without punishment, right? So really the core teaching of this day 26 by Rhonda Byrne is she really teaches us that mistakes themselves do not block abundance, right? It doesn't block your happiness or success, but rather it is the emotional charge we watch to those. You know, yeah, it is. It is the emotionally. It's an emotional charge we attach to those mistakes uh, through probably guilt, right? Regret or self judgment that continues to affect our lives long after the moment has passed, right? So when we continue to feel bad about a mistake that we did in the past, or whatever bad, or probably if you continue to feel bad about a mistake, we are not really learning from it anymore. Instead, we are reliving it emotionally, and every time we relive it emotionally, we bring the same energy into our present moment. This is why Rhonda Byrne really explains that mistakes only continue to hurt us when we refuse to release ourselves from the role of judgment, or from the role of punishment as well. So, the moment gratitude replaces self criticism, the mistake begins to loosen its grip on our identity, then our confidence. It loosen our yes, it loosen its grip to our identity, to our confidence, and also to our future, right? So that's why gratitude really has the power of transformations, has the power to transform our mistakes, because again, gratitude does not mean that mistake was good or necessary or something you will choose again. And this is very important to understand that gratitude does not feel forced or fake. Gratitude simply means acknowledging that growth, what else, wisdom, clarity, or strength can still come from the experience, even if it was painful, even if it was confusing or disappointing at that time. But when you say thank you for a mistake, you are not thanking the pain. You are actually thanking the lesson, the awareness, and the opportunity to grow beyond who you were in that moment. That's why it's okay to, or to, to acknowledge that, to embrace that pain because it's actually teaching you something within, right? And the moment you stop punishing yourself, it is also the moment your energy begins to expand again, right? So, how mistakes shape our self image, right? And this is so important, guys, because really Rhonda Byrne explains that every time we hold onto guilt or regret, we silently reinforce a story about ourselves that says the common words, I am not good enough, I don't deserve better, or I must suffer to make up for what I did. And it happens all the time, right? And over time, these quiet beliefs shape your or our self image. And what's going to happen? That self image determines what we allow ourselves to receive in life, right? So when you transform a mistakes into a blessing, you are consciously rewriting the inner story and replacing it with a new message that says, I learned something. I grew from it. And I am allowed to move forward wiser, not heavier, right? Because sometimes if we made a boo-boo, right, from time to time, we always punish ourselves and question ourselves, like, why is this happening for me? Or even though we self-talk, this is something that we have to be very, very careful, guys, that if you made a boo-boo or a mistake at work, or maybe in the business, or maybe just randomly burn something when you are cooking, and people react immediately, like, yes, I made a mistake, I'm so stupid, those are the things that comes in our mouth. And later on, because those are the automatic belief, already we become reactive. But once you made a mistake, and then you pause, don't even say anything, and then just take a deep breath, then, okay, I just accept it, I made a mistake, and then just move forward. Don't even say anything. Don't even say any bad word about yourself, because again, you're the one who is listening. If someone hear that, and then you don't know the mentality of the person who hears that word, and like, you are right. So again, you're being judged immediately too once you say things to yourself, and if someone's listening. That's why we have to really take a pause, think before you say anything, because you're just hurting yourself after that. Okay. Because once the words is out, then the universe hear that. And what's gonna happen? Your wish is my command, or probably the universe will always find a way to make you more upset, right? So yeah, so let me share you a little some examples that's really relatable about in our life, right? It's a real life experiences, right? For example, if it's let's talk about career or a business mistake. Perhaps you once trusted the wrong person, right? You trusted the wrong person, you stayed too long in a situation that drained you, or you invested time, your money and energy into something that did not turn out the way you hoped. Okay? instead of continuing to replay those thoughts like I should have known better or I wasted so much time and money, and you gently begin to say, you have to, that moment of thought, right? Change it immediately, and change that wordings into thank you for showing me what alignment really feels like, or maybe thank you for teaching me discernment, or thank you for preparing me to choose differently next time, right? What once felt like failure is slowly becomes wisdom. That's why magically transform mistakes into blessings, right? And sometimes once we make a mistake, and this happened also in our business, right? Someone made a mistake running a wrong ad, or maybe putting a wrong interest, or maybe accidentally click something on social media, and that becomes a blessing for them. We don't know. We really don't know, what maybe you're in alignment, maybe you are lesser focused into something, tweaking something, and you made a boo-boo, and then it's probably that mistake that you made actually uh, helped you help you grow. So sometimes just eh, just embrace those things, because actually those are blessings. It's really your mindset. It's really mindset. Oh my gosh, direct deposit credit your account. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Someone deposited into my account. I just get a notification over here. Oh, thank you. See, money comes to me in increasing quantities from multiple sources on a continuous basis. That's my favorite money affirmation. So I was just looking at my laptop right now, and I got a notification that someone deposited into my account. Like, oh, that's thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah. So again, for let's say, for example, a financial mistake, you know, maybe you overspent, maybe you made a decision you regret, or did not manage money the way you wish you had in the past, right? Instead of dwelling or allowing shame to define your relationship with money, you say, thank you, money, for helping me become more aware, right? Thank you for teaching me responsibility, and thank you for strengthening my confidence with money moving forward. Uh, and that really shifts the vibration, the energy from fear into empowerment, right? And there's so many examples that can actually share with you guys, especially for the parenting or personal moment. Many people carry quiet guilt about moments where they feel they did not show up the way they wanted to. But again, Rhonda Byrne really reminds us that guilt does not heal the past. It only keeps us stuck there. So you can always say this, that thank you for increasing my awareness, or maybe thank you for helping me grow, or thank you for giving me the opportunity to do better now. See, just change the language. Because again, one thing that we were programmed for is every time something or an opportunity will always, the first thing that comes into our mind is negative. Yeah. If someone, just like what I shared in the story yesterday, that I shared the business opportunity. People, in the beginning, when I finished my training, I introduced the business. People are congratulating me, and then they are so happy for me about the new venture. And one time, by the time that I am all set and finished my training, and I shared the blessing, the business opportunity to people, and then they started like, Arnett, stop scamming people, stop showing your face on social media, right? Like, instead of them supporting me on this one, no, they're actually discouraging me to stop what I am doing. See, so again, because they don't know, or I don't blame them, because that is their belief and their paradigm that is talking. But again, it's just like, you just really need to understand them, because that's not who they really are, right? So again, this day 26 practice really helped me see things differently. Now let's walk through the actual magic itself. Okay, so that's this practice day 26. This is exactly as Rhonda describes it in a way that that feels safe and doable. First, she did mention that you choose one mistake, or one mistake, not the biggest one, and not all of them, just one. Okay, just one that still carries emotional weight in your life. Okay, then you write down every reason you can think of why this mistake turned out to be a blessing, or how it may still become a blessing in ways you cannot fully see it. Okay, even one small insight is enough. Then, after writing that down, you say the magic word slowly and sincerely, the word thank you, thank you, thank you. With each thank you, you actually releasing yourself from emotional punishment. And this has been a big lesson for me when I first read this one in the past, because of course there are some relationship that it didn't go the way you wanted in the past, and you can still keep reliving that. From time there are moments that you are lonely probably, or maybe something that really trigger your mind, and you go back to that emotional state in the past, and you're still carry that pain in your heart. And the way I really resolve that is to just write it down. I write all the, instead of me dwelling from the pain itself, I actually journal all the good things that had happened to me and my, in that person in the past, right? And then instead of thinking about, let's say, for people who are the relationship didn't work out, or maybe your work, right, you got laid off, for example, and then you carry that pain in in your heart, and you staying there, you always get stuck. Instead of you thinking about why they did this to me, why they laid me off, why this relationship didn't work out, why don't you just put that into a gratitude that you know what, uh, that's why sometimes I congratulate people when they get laid off. Because why? It's not because I feel sorry for them. I congratulate them because there is something bigger and better that is better for them, that they deserved it. You know what I mean? But if you are in that situation, yes, that's what I got laid off before, and it was very painful. But I don't have that mentality yet. I don't see it why that happened. But when I learned all these things from my personal development mentor, and then now I see it. Now I see it, and now I understand. So if you got laid off, you better congratulate yourself, because there is something better and bigger that is waiting for you. You know, just okay. You feel sad for the first 2 or 3 or 4 days, and then what is that teaching you? You are making yourself more sad, and the people that you're around with. Because if my kids see me that I am crying and lonely, and then they see that, that makes them more sad, right? And you're actually transmutating trans that's what I call transmutation of energy. You're transferring that energy to them, and they don't deserve to see that. They don't deserve to see that you are in that kind of depression or lonely or sad, right? So the only way for you to turn things around, like, you know what, it is what it is. Because people laid you off, because, or, and here's something, one of the managers that because we just get out from training, I have been trained, I have been in a training workshop for 2 months already, and one of the manager did said that if if uh, if people are quitting their jobs, it's not because of the company. it's because they are firing their own boss, you know. And see it like that. If people laid you off because they know that you are capable of something, a company that really needs you most, a better job for you, so that's a perspective that I can really share it with you guys. If someone laid you off, you better congratulate yourself, because this company sees something in you that you are deserving for something better and bigger. Okay, and they don't take that so seriously. They don't need you because they cannot afford to pay you anymore. That's what it is. Okay, not because they don't like you, but they cannot afford to pay your the service uh that you are uh delivering, or probably, is that the right word? Yeah. So so you have to be really grateful about that, because again, there's a company is waiting for your service. And that's something that I always share with this people, just like one of my employees in the past, because I left the company, right? And it's three no 232 people got laid off in the previous company that I work with. And my employees, because I left the company already, and my employees has just been I think three or four of them emailed me or messaged me on WhatsApp that they got laid off. And I just said, like, congratulations, congratulations, because there's a company that's waiting your talent. They're just waiting your talent. And now they found a job. One of them find a job online, and then they are paying her way better than the company that laid her off. See? So I am a firm believer that is something better and bigger for you guys. So something happened in life, embrace it. It's their mistake to lay you off. It's not you. Okay? So don't always question yourself why this is happening for me. Instead, what is this teaching me? You know, and see a different perspective on that. Yeah, so if you can see blessings yet, Rhonda Byrne also explains that if you genuinely cannot see how the mistake is a blessing yet, you are still encouraged to stay and thank you for the blessings that will come from this, right? So this really keeps your heart open instead of closed. And openness allows healing to arrive in its own time. You do not need the clarity to find peace, guys. You only need willingness. Okay, you must be willing to embrace um whatever transformations that's happening in your life, not mistakes, or transformations. Okay, so how this day 26 really transform your life over time? Well, as mistakes lose their emotional charge, right? Your what's gonna happen? Your confidence begins to return, right? That's what I see. Your decision becomes clearer, and then what's next? Your energy feels lighter, and your self-image really strengthens, and that is the best part. Oh, you stop dragging the past into the present, and the present becomes more spacious. That's why, and this is something that I shared also to one of our business partners, because when we had a Zoom meeting, and then she was crying because she got laid off. And like, why are you crying? Well, I would not, I never expect that I'm one of those people that they let go. And I'm like, no, they did not make a mistake. you know they intentionally did that to you, because there are other companies that needed you most. And right now, she found a new job that is way better and bigger. Yeah, so again, oh my gosh, like sometimes we become so reactive sometimes if something happened to us. But it's just really, always see the good in everything, no matter what. That's it. Always see the good in everything, no matter what. Okay, so nightly practice, something that I do at night. Uh, just hold. Where's my magic rock? Just hold this magic rock, right? That is something that Rhonda Byrne share it in the magic book. So hold your magic rock, reflect on the best thing that happened during the day, and always say thank you and allowing gratitude to settle into your subconscious mind as you fall asleep. Okay, and always notice how different your body feels when guilt is replaced with compassion. Cleaning, clearing, cleaning, clearing. That's what I do every night, especially if I get so anxious about what happened today. I go back, I rewind myself and go back to that space, right? Space and time. And I correct the course, what I want, the outcome that happened that day. And then I forgive myself for being reactive too, because I don't want to carry that negative energy when I go to sleep. So if something happened today that you're not happy, go back into the space, forgive yourself, rewind what is the best solution or the outcome. And then once you thought about it, and then you manage to resolve it in a good way that you want it, and then that's the time that you can you journal, you visualize, you and then you sleep. And also, once you do that, you sleep better than carrying that pain in your heart, okay, that anxiousness or that fear in your heart. All right, everybody. So, again, I really want to leave you with this truth because it is very important for your healing and your future as well. So, you were never meant to suffer for your mistakes, guys. You were meant to grow from them. It's a lesson learned. Those are feedbacks. Those experiences that we had in the past that really hurt you the most are really good feedback for you to move forward. And always gratitude. Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. Even though gratitude does not erase the past, it helps you release from it. And when you transform mistakes into blessings, you reclaim your power, your peace, and your forward momentum. Okay, so I think that's it, guys. So thank you for tuning in with me tonight, and I hope you learned something from it too. And then always, anything happens today, revisit it, resolve it in a way that you want it, and then when you go slumbering, and then just do your journaling, gratitude, right? Gratitude, and then you go sleep peacefully. So I think that's it, everybody. 33 minutes. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in tonight. Ganesh from Chicago. Bobby from Hong Kong. Wow, from Hong Kong. Hello, coach from Montreal, Canada. Sumana Deju. Thank you for tuning in. Oh, Tina Domingo. Thank you so much. Myra Tienza. Thanks. It's much better to verbalize affirmation than blame ourselves for the past mistakes. That is correct. Blaming is not gonna help. You are just worsening the situation. So affirmations with emotions, right? So here's something like when you read your goal or saying affirmations or write your gratitude, if you are just writing it or saying it without emotions, it's not gonna work. You have to really emotionally involve in everything that you are doing, because again, your subconscious mind only uh, know what you're emotionally involved. Even though you speak out loud, if a prayer, if you don't mean it or you're not emotionally involved with that, it's not gonna work, because emotions is the language of the universe. Okay, so be emotionally involved on what you're doing. Marites Tapia from Hawaii, thank you so much. Alex, as usual, thank you, sis. And Samina, thank you. Who else? And Timco. Hello, Coach. Happy New Month watching from Edmonton. Hello, sis. Thank you so much for tuning in. I think that's it, everybody. Thank you so much. And one more thing. If no one has said this to you yet, I love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. God bless and good night.
This is my moment, watch me shine. I'm unstoppable, feel it in my soul.